Which country has the most public holidays? This map shows it, and it looks like Iran has the most. They're at over 25. Meanwhile, Greenland has 0. And it's the same for Japan for some reason. And to be honest, I don't think there's that much of a trend. Maybe there's more in Muslim countries. But there's a mix in Europe. And some majority atheist countries have more, such as Cambodia or Vietnam. Technically, you don't have to go to work on these days and still get paid. So it's actually interesting. But this map doesn't show regional differences. For example, I think some Catholic areas in Germany have different laws. And I'm sure there's something different in the US as well. Yeah, this video is about maps that might change your worldview. Something before we go to the next map. I finally gotten a normal haircut, and haven't shaved in 4 days. So that's why I'm looking a bit weird. This is not looking that weird. It's actually looking a bit sad. This is the literacy rate in the Bengal area. And Bangladesh isn't looking that great. Many counties or regions have below 50%. Except I guess the capital. And it's far better in India. But over 20% still can't read. But remember, this from 2011. So I hope it's a bit better nowadays. I hope you're enjoying snow. Here we have a map of the US, and it's showing the snowiest month of the year. There are some really big differences. First, the South doesn't get anything. But Nevada actually does. I didn't know that. I think the most interesting are some of the Great Plains states. They get most of the snow in March, and Alaska gets some in October. I think it's actually hard to snow if it's too cold. So this might be the reason. And Hawaii doesn't get anything either. European languages that might disappear soon. There are several states of endangerment. Some are only vulnerable. Welsh, for example. But some are extinct, such as Slovencian. Some of them might be dialects, others completely new languages. Basque, for example. On the other hand, some have actually been revitalized, such as Manx and Cornish. Here we have a map on gendering. But these are not social genders. This is actually French. And if a country is feminine or masculine. The US, for example, is masculine. And less is used as an article for them. It's the same for the Netherlands. And the UAE. But most European countries actually are masculine. A few don't even have articles. Israel or Cyprus, for example. As we all know, this is a bit of a social construct. But still interesting. And there seems to be no neutral pronoun, even in plural. Okay, I never wanted to know this, but boys apparently vote in Poland. Or there's at least a correlation with voting patterns. I have no idea why. But the more boys there are, the more left-leaning you are. How many boys are there in China? Oh no. Oh no, why? Why? This seems very weird now. Unless you know that China's not left-leaning. As they are just painting themselves red. And it's time for me to add 1 or 2 things. If you have enjoyed this so far, please consider subscribing. By doing it, you won't miss any other videos. And we are getting close to 1K subs. And as you can see, not many people do that. It's honestly terrible. So you should do it. You can also help by leaving a like. I know it's a bit much. But maybe we are able to get 20 likes. That would really help the video. And show it to more people. And you can of course share this. And you can of course share this video with your friends if they are interested. All the major highways in Canada. And this is a really interesting map. Of course the Ontario-Quebec part has many highways. But there's also something in the western states. Kinda looks like a grid. And I think it's similar to the counties in the western provinces. I'm not entirely sure. But it seems like they have invested in the past. On the other hand, it's only in the south of the states. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and a state I've forgotten the name of. And it's of course Alberta. How could I forget them? Another map of North America. But this time it's evangelicals. They of course are known as more conservative. And many of them seem to be in Mississippi. They are such an interesting group in the US. Here you can see them in the congressional districts. Many of them are in the south. But there are actually some in New York and California. There are surprisingly less in Florida, and almost none in New England. Evangelicals are so different in other parts of the world. In Germany they actually are more liberal. This might be weird to hear if you are from the US. This is fake Britain. Nothing here actually exists. I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't know why anybody would do this, but it's so detailed and so well made. Here we have Westminster and Christminster, Manchester instead of Manchester, or is this Liverpool? I'm a bit confused. Maybe Manchesterford is Liverpool or Manchester, but I have no idea. In the north we have Colchester, and this just is the city. Why did I choose this name? I have no idea. There also seem to be new islands maybe. Yes, they're called Fictional Land, and it's version 7.0. You can find all of the maps in the description, if you are interested to see more. Funny names for European cities. Somebody actually took the time and made a list. We have Hela in Iceland, and I don't even know if I want to say any of these names. I think the German name is Zukov, so it's pronounced very differently. Serbia apparently is the babe of Europe, and I think everything here seems to be more feminine for some reason. And there's of course boy. Interestingly, not in northern Italy. I'm very disappointed and my day is ruined. The voyages of Marco Polo, between 1271 and 1295. And this is really interesting. He went to the Arab world, but also to modern day India, and even Indonesia. If I'm saying this correctly, he even went to Beijing. And that's really insane. He also visited Myanmar and Vietnam. This is a beautiful map. Japanese prefectures and their flags. Their style is really unique. But some of them look a bit like company logos. For example, this olive green one. And this one kinda looks like Nike. And this down here looks a bit like a party logo. Thinking about it, many of them look like party logos. States with a smaller population than LA. And this is insane. That's most of the states. The prairie states obviously aren't that surprising, but there's no state in the deep south with more. LA County has a population of almost 9 million. And of course we know how broken the US election system is. The ancestry of Chilean presidents, at least in Europe. And of course many have Spanish relatives. Allende actually is connected to Belgium. And Pinochet to France. The Freys are connected to Switzerland. And Austria. I as a German speaker am not that surprised. The name Frey is really German, and means something like free in English. One guy even was from Wales, or his ancestors. Burik is actually partially Croatian. And now thinking about the name, that's not even surprising. Yeah guys, that's it for now. And I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm really trying to improve the videos. I really hope my commentary is improved. I know it isn't perfect, but I hope it's a bit more dynamic. And I've added new sound effects. Here you are able to find my newest video. Might be the last one or something new. And if you have enjoyed this, you will enjoy it as well. That's everything for today. In the description you can find the community Discord, and you are free to join it. That's everything for today. And I'm just going to say bye.